when we're finding the point of intersection of two graphs of two functions, we're trying to find the ordered pair at where the graph crosses each other. To do this algebraically, what we have to do is we have to set both equations equal to each other. Before we do that, we have to solve each equation for y. In other words, we have to put it in slope-intercept form. So our first step is to take each equation and solve it for y. For the first equation, we do this by subtracting 2x on both sides, which gives us negative 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. And then we would have to divide both sides by negative 3 to get the y by itself. So our equation in slope-intercept form is y equals 2/3 x minus 2. And then for the second equation, again we're getting y by itself, so we subtract 3x from both sides, which gives us 6y equal to negative 3x plus 16. And then to get y by itself, we divide both sides by 6. And that will give us y equal negative 1/2 x plus 16 over 6 will reduce down to 8/3. And that's just putting those in slope-intercept form. So now to find where they intersect, we're going to take each equation and set it equal to each other. So we're going to take the first equation, y equals 2/3 x minus 2. And we're going to say that is equal to the second equation, negative 1/2 x plus 8/3. And then it's just a matter of getting x by itself, solving for x. So I'm going to add 1/2 x to both sides to get my x terms on the left-hand side. 2/3 plus 1/2. Let me come over to the side. If you need a refresher on how to add fractions, you have to get a least common denominator. So you multiply 2/3 by 2 over 2 and 1/2 by 3 over 3. And that'll give us 4 over 6 plus 3 over 6, which would give us 7 over 6. So that's 7 over 6x minus 2 equals 8/3. And then we will add 2 to both sides. And we're doing the same concept with the 8/3 plus 2. We need to get a least common denominator, which would be 3. So we multiply 2 over 1 times 3 over 3, which will give us 14/3. And then finally, we want to get x by itself by dividing by 7/6. Or in other words, we want to multiply by the reciprocal, 6 over 7, because that will cancel each other out. So we can either divide by 7/6 or multiply by 6/7, which will give us, so we can cancel out 3 goes into 6 2 times, 7 goes into 14 2 times. So we're left with 2 times 2, which is 4. So x equals 4. Now we need to find what the y value is. We're going to do that by plugging it into either one of our equations up from the top and solve for y. 2 times 4 is 8. And then solving for y, we subtract 8 from both sides. And then we want to divide both sides by negative 3. And that gives us y equal negative 2/3. So our answer as an ordered pair is 4, negative 2/3. And this is where these two lines will intersect.